This is Eurobeat Talks, the show that asks you about today's pressing issues. Today we're talking about privacy and social media. How do you feel about the idea of the police and security services having access to emails and social media communications?
I don't think they should unless they go to a court and ask for it, because then they'd have to provide some sort of evidence to justify it.
You get access to one thing. You have access to everyone in the UK's emails and public information because people send, bank details.
Yeah, having the right to your own conversations, it is a right that we should have as citizens of a society.
Do you think it is an infringement on our privacy or a necessary precaution considering the recent events and the terror threats?
I believe it might be an infringement of our privacy unless it's dealt with in a very specific manner. For example, monitoring everybody's communications at all points in time I deem excessive.
I guess obviously they need to make sure that nobody is sort of doing secretive sort of terrorist plots, but I think that the amount of access that they have to everybody's accounts and stuff is maybe a little bit extreme.
I'm not sending anything. I don't mind it seeing. But whether it's necessary precaution, possibly, although I'm not sure it will help anyway.
There have been talks of potentially banning apps such as Snapchat and WhatsApp because of the inability for the government to access them all. Is this a step too far, or is it necessary?
It is just a little bit extreme. If you have access to all the other forms of communication, I think that would be a little bit much to do Snapchat and WhatsApp as well, especially Snapchat, because it's just photographs. I don't really know what people could send, but that's just me.
The whole appeal of Snapchat and WhatsApp is the idea is that it is private, and especially Snapchat of what you send is gone after 10 seconds.
The idea of banning that because it may potentially be used as a negative tool is excessive. For example, you wouldn't ban kitchen knives because they could potentially be a murder weapon.
Are all these threats and requests to ban the apps a slippery slope towards a Big Brother society?
Probably not. I doubt there's an overarching conspiracy to try and watch our every movement.
The British government already has a lot more controls on our life than, for example, maybe the American government has on theirs. For example, gun ownership's a lot more controlled over here.
Yes.
Any kind of further infringement into our communications, in a way that is a slippery slope, and I think it should always be access if you've got some evidence to back up your suspicions.
Yeah, I think it's quite a scary thought in general to wonder how much power the government have over social media that we don't even know about. Maybe it's a bit of a conspiracy theory, but I just don't know. How can we ever know what they already know?